Hello there, going to give you a little video tour of this 2020 Chausson 514 VIP that we've got at Highbridge. It's on the Ford cab. Let's give you a little whip round. So we'll go around the outside. I'll just show you the overall body shape and look and feel of it. So you've got the pre-drilled sort of fixings there for a bike rack. So fitting a bike rack would be a simple sort of screw-on job. The fittings are already there. Huge garage, which I shall whip round in a minute. Fridge vents there. Another vent there for a grill, which is up top, and an awning light. Right, let's go round again. As you can see, it's a little bit drizzly here today at Highbridge. A bit of wet. Okay, so it's on the Ford cab, which means you have to open the door to have access to the diesel filling point. But there's the diesel fill point, and there's the AdBlue fill point for the emissions. And that also informs you that it is a diesel-fed Webasto heating system for the blown air. There's a option of a electric and gas for the water, and the heating is fed from the diesel tank. The space heater, rather, the water heater is either electric or gas. Okay, so this is the what they call the tech box. So in here you have your trip switches, fuses, which are all marked up with pictures. Don't know if you can see that quite. Your battery charger there. I've got electric on at the moment and a battery connected, so I can show you the lights and that inside. And then your onboard water tank here, which is an easy fill point there, and then an easy access to clean there, and also a dump valve. I don't know if you can see that. Now that enables you to totally fill the tank, or if you flip it, it'll release the water that's in the tank but leave a tiny bit for when you get to site. So good for travelling. It leaves a little bit in the tank. There's your electric hookup point, obvious, because I've got some electric on at the moment. Your cassette toilet emptying point there. A classic Thetford cassette toilet there. This is a small entry point to the garage, and you can see you've got a light in the garage and some blown air heating coming in here. Okay, but you can already see, even from the small entrance point there, that it is a very large garage, and that is also made possible because it has this Chausson easy bed arrangement, where if you see there, you can raise and lower the bed for travelling and for sleeping. So at the moment I've raised it to its full height to give you an idea of the storage that is capable in the garage. And not only that, you've got little hidden units here, and that's important because that will be your boiler drain down, your water boiler drain down. So you've got good storage in the garage as well. Little cubby holes, that's for the entrance step, that's just stored in there. And then also you have a 12 volt and a 3-pin plug there. That's your little canopy. Sorry, stopped the camera by accident there. There's your canopy. Well, it's the same as a canopy pole, but it's used for raising and lowering the easy bed here. Okay, and then more storage over there, and we've just got the carpets stored in here and the thermal blinds. But you can see it's a very large space for storage. There's your vent for the heater. Okay, fridge vents, and the only other thing to talk about on the outside is your gas locker, which we have things from the inside of the van that we store on site here, so that's not great to show you, but I mean, I won't show you the size unfortunately, but basically you have space in there for a 13 kilogram single 13 kilogram bottle in there. Okay, let's have a look inside. Now at the moment I've got it made up for the third bed, so I can show you that and then collapse it or put it all back and then show you how it's made up in the normal sort of living area. So I don't know if you can see under there, but there's a bedboard which is normally stored in the garage, and then the table is there, and then you have two little cushions which aren't part of the normal lounge setup, which are this one and this one, these funny shaped cushions, and then the rest of it is made up from the seats that are normally stored in the lounge. So let's do a little bird's eye view of the third bed, which is transverse. It goes across the cabin here. Okay, while I've got the camera in that mode, I shall show you the sort of floor plan of the motorhome. So obviously you've got your rotating cab seats there, and then you've got a 3 burner gas hob there, a little grill here, just a grill only, no oven on this model, a grill there, and a huge fridge which has still got the factory seal on, so I'll leave that, and a decent sized stainless steel sink. And then in the bathroom area you've got the classic rotating toilet, so you can get that into a position that is comfortable, and then a funky little sink here, and then that doubles as your shower head. So let's just feed that back in. Okay, so when you want to shower, you pull that out and attach it up there, and then obviously the smoked doors come across. And then we have this lovely sort of fixed transverse bed at the back, which sits very high in the travelling position, and then when I've made the lounge up I will put that down into its sort of sleeping position. But just quickly, you can see that this is the height that will drop. So that's the height that you will collapse it by, and then you've got these little built-in steps. Okay, so I'll probably stop the camera now and set it up as a sort of travelling van in the lounge to show you the living area. Okay, we're going to do another walk-in now, but with the third bed made back into the lounge, so in normal sort of travelling mode. So there we go, as you walk in you've got this real decent size sort of travelling and living area, with a table that has this extending portion here as well. So a clever little extending portion to the table which just goes around there and then locks into place. And you can also slide the table along a rail, so you can have it closer or further away from the travelling seats. And this just pulls apart here to make up the leg for the third bed, and you can see the rail there, can't you, where the third bed, where this bed board sort of attaches to. So this is the Ford cab. It has the 6-speed manual gearbox. It has a cruise control and a speed limiter. You've got all the controls on the steering wheel and this lovely thick Ford Transit leather steering wheel. You have aircon in the cab. You have a twin airbags, a little 12-volt power point there, and USB point there. Your little radio setup there, which you can control from the steering column as well. Yep, and then these lovely rotating captain's chairs. Two front-facing seat belts for the passengers as well, and this little storage area for bits and bobs above. Let's just put one of the cushions back. Two USB points here. You've got this lovely panoramic roof light, which has still got a protective cover on at the moment. That's why it looks a bit slightly opaque, but that will come off, obviously, it's brand new. So little storage area there, another little cubby holes above where you sit as the driver. And then as we move back through the motorhome, we've got an overhead locker storage there. That's behind the driver, and you get one on that side, and on this side you get two. So a good level of storage in the lockers there. Underneath the seat would be your can't show it to you because it's not for access, because the access is on the outside. But that is where the onboard water tank sits, underneath the passengers there. And then, oh, a nice little added work surface area there. So you can see you've got the 3-burner gas hob with electric ignition. Because I've got the electrics on, you can hear that. I've already been through this, haven't I, with the sort of bird's eye view, so I won't dwell on that too much. But I've also lowered the bed there, so you can see that in its lowest position now. And I shall also whip round and show you how that makes the garage look. But that's in its lowest position. And then you've got a little cubby drawer here, and another one here. So two little hidden storage cupboards there. Your controls for your water boiler are here, so you can either have it running on the gas for the water boiler or electric. Okay, and then for your sort of space heater, heating for the living areas, you've got this Webasto heater with thermal temperature controller here with a thermostat, and that feeds off the diesel in the diesel tank. Okay, and that's a very efficient heating system, the Webasto heating. So this is your little Chausson control panel. Obviously we've got the lights on at the moment. If I master switch that all off, you can just see you've got LEDs there. You've got the main LED up here. Nice coloured lighting in the bathroom. And the others are fairly self-explanatory. You've got your leisure battery, your cab battery, your water tanks, the levels of your water tanks, the power that you're on, your pump and your awning light there. So that's your little controller for controlling all your lights and bits and bobs. Right, I think that's a good look around this Chausson 514. It's the VIP that we've got here at Highbridge. Little quick look into the storage cupboard with a hanging rail there, and then another little storage area here. You've got your gas tap switch offs there, a little 3-pin cutlery drawer there, and little larder, kitchen larder area, and more gas shut-offs there. So what I did say I was going to do is quickly show you how the lowering of the bed affects the space in the garage. So let's go and have a look at that in the garage. So let's come out here, and you can see that this board before was completely invisible and raised up to there, and now it's lowered down, and this is the lowest it goes for the storage. Okay, so still a good size, but you can see the difference in that the small door is just affected by the lowering of the bed. There you go. Right, I think that's a good look around this 514.